dealing with is vampires.
Don't say a word. Simon says sit the fuck down.
Now, is my shit together? Is my shit together?
But somehow knew where they were.
Cheers, Tuesday. Gun Wild, Taco Tuesday. What are we looking at today? Well, since yesterday was my day of rest, I didn't even let Matt con me into having a drink while we were at the barbecue. Actually, to be totally sincere, unlike Matt, that bitch didn't even offer me one while we were barbecuing. Can we take a look at Red's Hard Apple Peach? Is this a twist off? Yes, it is, but that would deny me the use of this. I like the Red's regular apple. I don't think I've ever had this. And if I've reviewed it in the past, I'm just kidding. Looks like beer water. You know, it's that Matt work beer stuff. Cheers. Should be 5%, right? 5%. Can you hear that thing? That's like 10 gallons of water to fill that thing, minus the volume of the pump itself. If I had my faucet running full tilt, I could not fill it as fast as the drain tile to this house fills it. It's like okay, Mike on the Snoop Pog. Those wallets are junk to me. Camping light is nice. Or the wallet's junk to me. Camping light. Nice whetstone, nice chef-type knife. Nice work knife. So, Mike, I'm not sure if you don't like the camping lights. My personal guess is they would have little value to you, but I don't know how. On the blonde, James Blonde, is Mr. Mark Mac 85. The king of beers is now the king of queers. Go woke, go broke. Enjoy the ride down the woke slope. Well, I don't remember if I even mentioned this or not. And you can go find it. I was watching. Was it? I don't remember who I was watching. And maybe it was Tucker. No. Whatever. And he was like trying to say what she said, the CEO of marketing, or the marketing manager, or head of marketing. And he goes, you know what? It was Hannity. And he goes, you know what? She can shovel herself into a hole better than I can tell you about it. And he just played it. And basically what she said is, everybody in the past that drank Bud Light is a bunch of Neanderthals, and she doesn't care if they all go somewhere else. Like, wow, I want you on my team, baby. First in on Juice Drops was Hector saying first. And then Clyde says second. And then Hector says to him, "Damn, Skippy," laugh out loud. Happy Zombie Jesus Day. Happy Dead Guy on a Stick Day. Clyde, Whiskey and Revolution for all. Echo. Oh, got my Rezzies in hell. Be right there. Phil, sub-comment, says 4 shots. Then Hector says, Happy Zombie Day. Happy Zombie Jesus Day. Yeah. Matt says, hey, Bendejo, or Pendejos. 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 Matt. Then Hector says, B5, and...
Watch your body! Watch your body! Watch your body!
B5 is a miss. This is, wow. This is like, what's that guy staring at? J-Dog is here at work. McLean, rest in peace, Rowdy Rodney Piper. He was the man. Yes, he was. Poco said, did you see Cyndi Lauper's music video for Good Enough? I always liked that video. And McLean says, I'm WWF with way back. And then Poco says, nice. Then you know why I like that video. McLean, I love the round table discussion on the intellect and brain processing by the two bozos. I was that close to getting the horn. Sometimes it's just kind of fun to sit back and watch those two work. McLean, Matt, let's you and me take the leather sofa for a spin. Zeus, does Matt know he's there? Didn't think so. McLean, this episode goes in the archive. I'm hoping so. So, I found a refurbished 4 terabit SATA drive, and it arrived today, and I put it in the toaster, and it doesn't show up. It powers up and spins, and then it came with some paperwork saying that it has to be partitioned. I'm like, I'm not planning on putting it in the computer, so I'm not exactly sure what to do. So what I tried doing is putting it in the target slot, and the 2 terabit drive that is, I think it has like 1 pixel of empty space left, and I figured maybe if this transferred stuff over onto it once it's full, then obviously maybe this thing would be formatting it, but as of 35 minutes later, all it's doing is circling all the lights, and I don't know if that's what it does until it hits at least 25%, because you literally unplug it from the computer and you can use it to make a copy from this to this, and I'm hoping that does it so that I can, otherwise I don't know, I take my computer apart and see if there's an extra bay in there and put it in there, and I don't know, I've never partitioned a drive. Otherwise, it's just going to sit till my computer guru gets here. Okay, let's see. These two showed up yesterday. This one showed up today. This was yesterday, and I'm not exactly sure from the angle. I guess it really doesn't matter, but this is an awesome picture. This is another one from Hempseed Addict, and like all of her really romantic stuff, it says Hiya Buttface, Almost Spring, Warm Teens, My Yard Work and Kayak Time. This is a cactus in my front yard that is growing like crazy. Gotta trim it back soon. Best. So that is Yeah. And whoever shared the pictures of, I think it was Brad, the pictures of her with no clothes on. Thank you. Here, I'll just do this. Yeah. DG, this is more awesome photography. Can only imagine what like an actual picture looks like, let alone printed onto a paper card. This one is for Captain Nozzle. And I guess as long as I'm about to use it, you're all quite aware of my hashtag BeLikeEd. EdUSAF Ed. And my birthday present from Matt. And it's actually sharp on both sides. I don't remember where it is. There's some places that say that they cannot sharpen a knife on both sides. Talk about communistic bullshit. Oh good, packing peanuts. I was hoping I could get more of those. I can already tell by the feel that this here would be a Springfield part. And that fine packing material known as toilet paper. Oh. That's most convenient. It has the whole site and everything on it. Well, now I know where the big screw is. That's for adjusting windage. And then you've got your elevation. And now I just have to figure out how complex this is to put on said rifle. Makes me want to drink. It's work beer, so it doesn't really count. Steven? I'm really sick and tired of Fiachi and Brennite asking me for a review, but never shared it or even commented on it. I have 2 Fiachi items and 1 Brennite item that I never reviewed to see if they'd notice. They didn't. That's funny. If I go too long, they definitely notice. After all, right now I have, well, never mind, that's through night. You know, Brennite has not been the company, at least for the way that they treat reviewers, since Kitty quit and left. The girl that's there now, useless. This is for Captain Dick Nozzle on YouTube channel, and it's feels like a t-shirt. So we have to show a little bit of caution and not just use a broadsword to open it. Definitely not guilty. Stephen, less people yakking is more. A third of the video has no words I could understand. Zeus, laugh out loud, 3 hours to build a futon, blazed. Wade, Matt and Miles in the basement looking for duct tape. Planning on another party. Cheapo, Gun Guy subcomment, the next words to Eric, boy, you got a pretty mouth. Miles to Cheapo Gun Guy, Eric's next words, Zeus, you guys are awesome, had me laughing a lot. Matt, cowbell and a horn on a air compressor blast, laugh out loud, but really you could do it in the alley. That's true. I'd imagine just blowing the thing apart, but there's only one way to find out, really. Cheapo Gun Guy, drinking beer, what kind of an example are you setting? Not a bad one, but there's a better one. Matt Davis says bye. Bye, Matt. Smile Money? No wonder you couldn't Smile Money stuff correctly. No duct tape. Salty? All we are is naked in the wind. Mr. 27 says happy, happy. Cold-hearted Phil says 2 thumbs up, 2 shots. Mr. 27 says 26th. Then he says Cheech Balmy and Chong Matt drinks again intro. Multi-gunman fits perfectly. Mr. 27, oh my, a brew Miles too. Mr. 27, brew babe, 5150, hello girls. Oh yeah, look at them puppies. Phil, next paycheck, sending gift for co-hosts. Pieces of duct tape a little bit bigger than their mouths. Tomcat, I keep expecting to see Miles and Matt have a wiener sword fight. Ish, that's when I'd leave. Multi-Gunman says that's in the next video. Rich Huff says, cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Mike says, cheers, boys. Cheers, Mike. Salty. The bike took a little tumble when it was trailered to my house. I will have to do some fiberglass repair to the right side of the nose fairing. It was already cracked from before, so nothing major. Multi-Gunman says, I call BS. We all know there was a naked wheelies involved. And then he says, well, yeah. EMT, we had a 2-liter bottle urinals in our tree forts when we were kids, laugh out loud. Garden hose on the neck end and down the tree. We didn't have to worry about getting our hand wet climbing down the tree. Our Amish around here keep a couple of shovel scoops of sawdust in the corners of their barns to piss into. When the sawdust can't absorb it anymore, shovel it into the animal's bedding and replace it. EMT says Echo 6 and E6 is a hit. And
Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
Poco is upset because there was a co-host. Oh, he's about to even get more upset. Until we get snow on Saturday. Yeah, we are actually supposed to get, oh yes, a measurable amount of snow on Saturday. Yet, right now, hey Google, what's the temperature outside?
In Duluth, it's currently 70 degrees.
Poco, it doesn't belong on your face if it doesn't get all over the place. Poco, those two potato heads are yelling over top of the host. What else is new? Fuck the government, says Moonshine Revolution and nakedness for all. Then Scourge says, take a sip of rum. Nah, old movies look good on Blu-ray sometimes. The old film cameras have a way higher definition than the early digital cameras. Even really old stuff, like the Grapes of Wrath, can see that stubble on the Henry Fonda's face and shit. You know, I'm only doing this because I have not tried the stuff that you sent yet. Miles has. I'm not sure about this. Seems how I'm anything but a rum fan. Cruzane. Aged dark rum. So if they normally sell it after being done for 5 minutes and they wait 10, is that technically still aged? Smile money? Wow. Just when you think they ran out of urination stories of Eric's first book, Tales from the Potty. Okay. Cheers. Girls, don't put ink on the shrine. Looks cold in there. It's better than Bacardi. I will say that much. And I just missed the garbage can while standing over it. Last, Captain Ridiculous. World's first high-quality nightlight glow-in-the-dark condoms. Rise and shine. Okay, thank you. Okay, that's great. Thank you. The only way those are ever getting used by me if they're needed so I can go fuck myself. Sharky on Snoop Pog. Cheers all. Shoddy and BattleBox stuff on deck. Hoping to catch up. Was out over Easter and you made 2 long ones. And no, I will not help you on the next one. Here we go. Sharky, I never had Bud Light. Had regular Budweiser, the U.S. one, not the Czech one that lost the lawsuit a few years ago. Once. And that Bud was already just piss. Never tried light piss. Well, I will be kind of disappointed because the Chelada was pretty good, but I can recreate that. Hell, Mike proved that can be recreated. He smile moneyed the 5-pepper Bloody Mary mix that Redneck Ramblin' sent me. And he said it was even cheaper to make than buying the Chelada, so not wanting to spend any money with that fucking company, that works for me. Sharky, on the Snoop Pog, destroying your Jack Daniels or Budweiser stuff is nothing more than virtual signaling. You're not hurting the company by destroying stuff you already bought from them. Better thing to do is sell that crap on the second-hand market. That way you make some money back and the company doesn't make any extra. No, that's very true. I mean, other than to be able to make another video, and again, you honestly think this company's gonna, really honestly lose any money in there? I mean, and I don't exactly remember. Evidently, people didn't make as big of a deal over it. Well, I guess there's a difference, and I understand why people are upset. If Coors Light said that they were, I don't know, friendly to the transgender community, that's a little bit different than hiring a mentally disturbed cock yodeler, and I don't know. I'd say if you're a company, do whatever you want. And then the people will decide if they want to spend their money with you. Me personally, other than the Chelada, I didn't buy anything from Bud. I think well, now their subsidiary companies, Goose Island is supposed to be one of theirs, and I have a Goose Island sitting right there, waiting to split it with Matt, and I'm not going to dump it out, like Sharky already said. I already paid money for it. I'm only hurting myself by dumping it out. They're not going to ever give a rip shit. Moving forward, I just won't spend any money on anything they're responsible for. Except for maybe next year's Goose Island. Nice Aventador. Sharky on the Snoop. SH. Outro Babe Robbery. Sons of bitches. Sharky on the Juice Drops. Look at those Juice Drops. They even have... She has 3 nipples on each side. He says, cheers all. C308 on deck. Hi, Matt. And 90 minutes. I'm screwed as I'm trying to catch up. Then he says, oh, crap. There's 2 of them. Nice one, Miles. Hiding in the shadows. Then he says 1 hour and 4 minutes and 35 seconds. Wow. A redhead without freckles to die for. I'll happily be her first freckle. Ooh. We have to really double check out the garden and see what's planted down there. Then he says 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 10 seconds. It's all good and dandy. Who Miles would trust to shoot him in the plate? All I saw and heard was her and the next brew babe. Let's take a look at her. Oh, there's another redhead, Sharky. I think it has to be somewhat of an official rule that I cannot interrupt a redhead. Oh, okay, she can be interrupted because this girl is well hung. Sharky, oh God, you never had a smoked burger? September is the best time for Europeans to get over there, isn't it? Then he says 1 hour, 22 minutes and 40 seconds. How does Miles even think about a bag over her face? Has he looked in a mirror? Fuck me. I don't know. Maybe it's the camera angle. There's more pictures of her, and I wouldn't have to bag her. I wouldn't even have to turn the light switch off. Sharky, SH, I made it, and so did the outro, babe. Ta-da! Last comment. That was 2 hours and 33 minutes ago. But I already know he's tapped out for the night. Okay. And I might be able to have this thing, be able to have this thing uploading before Christine gets home. You know, I really like peach. And it's kind of weird how it goes back and forth. Some things that have an apple flavor are better than other things. Like, for instance, the, what is it? I don't know. I got like 2 different kinds of whiskeys, and the apple version is actually better than the peach. Actually, maybe it makes a difference if you get the if you get that flavor just right. It's Matt. Gonna have to watch this, Matt. Fuck you. Overall, I think I like the Red's apple flavor better, but this still's pretty good. This still's pretty good on the wine cooler or whatever you want to call this flavored shit. I'd give it a 7.5. Okay, Hector. Yep, me be in the club. Oh, you know, now that you mention it, Sharky, I think you had a bunch of shit deleted. I think you even sent me screenshots of the deleted stuff. Smart Money says, cheers, clubbers. And Poco says, I only see one LeBron. Freddie, I don't see two LeBrons. Where's your LeBron, Freddie? Where's your LeBron? How many LeBrons? And there are two LeBrons? Oh, look, I'm at the number one son. Wow. You need to like clean the resins out of that there pipe of yours. So, okay, cheers. It's 70 plus degrees and I put the plow back on my truck. Actually, I had a hell of a time doing it because it was perfectly leveled and I was able to get it off of my effing truck, but in the last 4 days, it's melted so much that the plow was sitting on ice and it dropped by 4 inches and then it turned into a challenge. So I'm going to go enjoy the weather. Cheers.